What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. It is Thursday, the 11th of February, 2021. One more day, and then it's going to be the Lunar New Year, or Chinese New Year, or Asian New Year, Lunar New Year. Wow, it's a mouthful. But yeah, and guess what? It's the year of the ox, or as I'm running with it, the year of the bull, baby. Starts tomorrow, February 12th. Well, it's actually February 12th over there right now. So, yeah, the year of the ox, or the year of the bull. We're going to go with the year of the bull. So let's get it. Here we are. Bitcoin back in the green. So is Ether. Cardano still, wow, up over 100% over the week. Polkadot up. XRP still hanging on. Well, not even hanging on. It's thriving right now. It's pumping again. Binance Coin killing it, over 140% on the week. Litecoin in the green, Chainlink in the green, Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, Doge taking the cooler period over the past 24, Aave, Uniswap. So we are in the green, baby. Yes, we are. Let's get it. This is on Twitter, and it's pretty cool art on super rare. It's an NFT, so you could get it. Bitcoin versus fiat, or fiat versus Bitcoin, the KO. And once it loads here, there it is. Fight! And no sound, but still pretty cool. Booms! Kick to the face. He's dead. All right, let's go, man. Give me a follow on Twitter at SoldierCrypto99. This is coming from News Coin Genius. Traditional investors are pouring money into Bitcoin instead of gold, says chief economist at Rosenberg Research. The chief economist and strategist at Rosenberg Research, David Rosenberg, is revealing that Bitcoin is eaten into gold's market share as mainstream investors divert funds away from the precious metal and into the leading crypto asset. The Bitcoin craze does seem to have detracted from funds that would ordinarily have gone to the gold market. He's saying that gold should be $200 higher in price per ounce, but because of the Bitcoin quote-unquote craze, it is the price is going down. The CME Group's managing director and chief economist, Blue Putnam, he agrees with him. He has the same sentiment. He said gold appears to have an emerging competitor in Bitcoin. Given the current price range for gold, it is likely that increased production will be a feature of 2021. By contrast, Bitcoin has a tightly controlled supply based on the rules of the mining Bitcoin. Basically, if the price of gold is going to increase, then that forces miners to dig and look for more gold, producing more gold in the long run. And we have no idea what the supply of gold is. For all we know, it's really infinite. It's just that it's hard to find it. Bitcoin is, there will only ever be 21 million, and that is it. So there you have it. Next, this comes from Bitcoin.com and Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff, he's back at it again. Haunted by past Elon Musk predictions, gold bug, Peter Schiff tears into Tesla's Bitcoin acquisition. All right, after previously claiming that Elon Musk was too smart to buy Bitcoin, Euro Pacific Capital CEO Peter Schiff is reacting angrily to report that Tesla has acquired the cryptocurrency. In a series of tweets on February 8th, Schiff now claims that Musk has no interest in Bitcoin's store of value credentials, but is only interested in pumping the crypto. My goodness, this guy had the opportunity to get in $1, $10, $20, all the way up to 100, all the way up to 1,000, all the way up to where it is right now. Max Kaiser has been talking to Schiff about Bitcoin since it was $1. Excuse me. That's crazy that he's just basically kicking himself in the ass, like, you know, he's like, damn, I should have done it. But, you know, he's gonna ride that ship. He's gonna, you know, go down with that ship. He's gonna sink with his ship of gold. And there's nothing wrong with gold. All right. It's just that the upside for Bitcoin is higher, and you could own gold and Bitcoin. And but this guy, he's just going to go down with that ship, man. You know, he's just, you know, stubborn. But, you know, Musk is far too smart It's far too smart to be dumb enough to buy Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time before you realize that too. And that aged well, people. That aged well. This was December 20th or 21st. I'm sorry, December 21st. He tweeted that, answering to CZ of Binance. Next, coming from Cointelegraph, and as you know, we love the artwork over at Cointelegraph. Bitcoin has made the Naira almost useless, says Nigerian senator. Now, I reported on a story a couple of days ago where the Nigerian central bank have basically banned any bank in the country from doing business with cryptocurrency companies, with Bitcoin companies, and they can't, quote unquote, cash out of their Bitcoin or cryptos, but it doesn't matter because Bitcoin and cryptos, Bitcoin, being the first, is meant to be peer to peer anyway. So they don't need a third party. They don't need to cash out. They could still do their services and businesses and still get paid or exchange their service for Bitcoin. Plus, it's peer to peer. You don't need a third party to say that it's okay to do business with someone else. But anyway, this was awesome because this Senator Sani Musa, he understands the value proposition of Bitcoin. All right, cryptocurrency has become a worldwide transaction of which you cannot even identify who owns what. The technology is so strong that I don't see the kind of regulation that we can do. Bitcoin has made our currency almost useless or valueless. Insane. Yes, your currency is useless and valueless. The same thing with all fiat currencies. Again, because Bitcoin can be used worldwide. It doesn't have to just be used in Nigeria. It doesn't just have to be used here in the United States. It could be used worldwide. And he understands the value proposition of what crypto is, point blank, period. And he must own some crypto and trying to go after the central bank for trying to ban it, And in his tweet storm, he went on to say that basically the young people in Nigeria are developing businesses around crypto, and they should be allowed to flourish. They should be allowed to thrive. Don't stifle them. Don't try to stifle them from doing business, because then you're just going to hurt the economy in the long run. And this is what those central bankers don't really understand. They're really shooting themselves in the foot when it comes down to it, because when they're banning it, and they're just hurting their country, right? Because they have all those people there that are doing businesses and transacting in cryptos, and why not, tax it, earn some, for each transaction or whatever the case may be. But you really can't stop it. Unless you turn off the internet, you can't stop it. So yes, they're not allowed to, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, cash out, but they're still allowed to do business and do stuff peer-to-peer and still use the exchanges. They just, it's just going to be crypto to crypto. And there's nothing wrong with that. Next, again from Cointelegraph, America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, will custody Bitcoin. The oldest bank in the United States, and they probably had some affiliation with the Federal Reserve, obviously, right? Because they're the oldest bank, so they were around back in 1913. All right, but yeah, the Bank of New York Mellon, America's oldest bank, has announced plans to hold, transfer, and issue Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as an asset manager on behalf of its clients. The impetus for the decision reportedly came from institutional investors, the top brass of BNY Mellon's clientele, amid the 2021 bull season for the asset class. They're basically listening to their clients. Their clients said, hey, we want these products, you need to give it to us, or we just want to take our business elsewhere. They don't want to lose out on money. That's it, point blank, period. And they'll although Bitcoin and crypto is, not your keys, not your cheese, like Bitcoin Zay would say, where you are the custodian, you are the person in charge of your own assets, you'll still have these Ned Flanders types where they feel like they need a bank to handle that custody for them, and that's fine because not everyone is brave enough like we are to custody our own assets. Okay, but that's totally fine. According to the report, BNY Mellon plans to manage cryptocurrencies using a platform now in prototype version that will also be used to handle traditional holdings such as treasuries and stocks. So it's going to be like a Robinhood, WEBULL kind of situation where you're able to probably swap out of stocks and get the cash and then swap right back into cryptos and into treasuries and vice versa. And they're stepping into the 21st century, and maybe that's why they're the oldest bank, because whenever something new came along, they were able to pivot. Next, we have, this is coming from Cointelegraph again. The ECB's Lagarde says central banks holding Bitcoin is out of the question. And I tweeted about this. And one thing about the crypto space is we keep receipts. We keep receipts in the crypto space. And she's saying that there's no way central banks will hold Bitcoin. Well, we are seeing right now banks or countries like Venezuela where they're actually mandated and said that it's okay to use things like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, as a medium of exchange and for transaction. We're seeing banks or countries like Iran, where the central bank there and the government saying that, hey, since the U.S. Imposed sanctions on us, we can still do business with other countries using Bitcoin. If you want to buy oil, you don't have to buy oil with US dollars. You could buy oil with Bitcoin. So it's going to be the small countries first, and then the big, quote unquote, the Western countries afterwards, and their central banks. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, Bitcoin will be a world reserve asset. It will be, it's right now currently the 5th largest currency in the world. And we're a few $100 billion away from eating Japan, and then China, and then I think it's the euro, and then after that, the US dollar. All right. Again, eventually, central banks will hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets or as a reserve asset like they hold gold. Eventually they will. And we'll come back to this comment of hers and remind her on Twitter about it. Let's discuss in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the story today? Leave your comments. Watch out for the scammers in the comments. And smash that like. Hit the subscribe button. It's Sergeant Crypto. And I'm out. Peace.